Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to JBSIMWORKS for the game key. We're going to be taking another look at Saturday Night Racing. Base game goes for $9.99. It was released on February 7th. Sale price currently is $8.99 or 10% off, and that sale ends on Valentine's Day, February 14th. For more info, check the video description below. So we were pretty sour on this game. So again, everything kind of like what it was before, running Ultra here instead of running like a nerfed mode for Steam Deck. Major gripe here is this master volume, because you have, which is probably royalty free, music running in the background, but it's like 100% the whole time. You can't turn it off. There's no off for music. It's just all or nothing for music, and I hate when games do that. But thankfully, there's no music during races, which is fantastic. And while it is controller supported during races, it is not in menus. So to do a race, you have to basically use a mouse to navigate all the stuff. We're going to do the Palmetto Super Speedway, the one that was really getting us angry on Steam Deck. See if we play this as terribly on Steam. And again, remember, you have to click with your mouse. Otherwise, you're just gonna be sitting here like a doofus. Game looks beautiful though. So like if it's one person or a small group, game looks fantastic. It's just you're very loose. Like I'm just tapping the analog stick and like he's already kind of kicking left and right. And you really want to be very mindful of any sort of contact with AI. They will run you off. I feel like it affects you more. Like, and not to say that the AI is immune to traffic accidents, but I feel like you're the one that takes more of the brunt. Like, I'm a novice when I play these games, so I mean, I'm not gonna play them perfect. Oh, like just barely rubs against you. And the only way to get off the wall here is get out of a turn and or slow down to straighten you out. I mean, physics wise, it feels decent. There is no assist mode that I know of. I don't feel like it's assisting anything. Where like if you play NASCAR Heat or play NASCAR Ignition, there's always that player assistance where it's going to slow you down when you get into the corner. It's going to speed you up outside of it. Even games like Forza and whatnot, they'll have like the run line. Here you don't know, like you're just smacking in the wall like I just did there. So I'm about as terrible, but at least I'm avoiding heavy crashes, which was massively frustrating on Steam Deck. When you're playing with a little bit of latency, as opposed to here you're running 60 or higher depending on your hardware, it runs a lot smoother. But the AI like dumbness is still there. Like say if we were slowing down in a turn and we had an AI right behind us, they'll just plow through us because the AI is going to make a perfect line every single time, and it's as if we don't exist.
Give me 2 more clean laps.
They're just going to run straight through us, which is unfortunate. I feel like if there was some sort of traffic or an issue on the road, the AI or anybody really would avoid it, would try to go under or go over, not through it. AI just goes through it. That tells me that they're not extremely intelligent. Again, it's almost as if you didn't even exist. You're like, you're not playing the game at all. And while we did have that little scuffle in the beginning, and we've pretty much drove pretty decently beyond that. And you kind of drift in all these turns too. A lot of drifting in these short tracks. We'll do another one. This one at least went a lot smoother. No big catastrophic car accidents like the Steam Deck version was. I kind of felt bad. Like, I'm like, you know what? Let's give this another chance. We're not going to be excellent at it unless we're starting over about 20 times to get one good playthrough out of it. And you know what? Ignition and Heat are not immune to that either. I mean, it's Ignition more than Heat probably. Because I don't know how many times you could play those games and you have that perfect line and that one dude just flips you around. So, I mean, even for an officially licensed game, it is not immune to AI dirtiness. I just feel like this game, it's a little lesser in terms of like AI playing intentionally dirty. I just think the AI is kind of dumb in that sense. Because for the most part, they're running perfect lines on you. It's just you don't have... I'm just scrolling through just to show you all the details, all the different tracks that are currently in the game. I just feel like they're just not avoiding you when they probably should, you know? And it's kind of unfortunate. Because one AI playing really poor can ruin the whole game or the whole race for you. And it sucks because it just takes one hit. One AI playing like a dummy. Or you taking one sharp turn into a corner and that's all over. So I mean, it's just minor things that they could clean up, and I really hope that they add more to this game. It's not an early access. I was really hoping that it would be early access. It is not. Well, we just hit the corner here. Kind of drifting through it, which is weird to drift in a stock car. That's more like JDM. Well, we are still in the race. It's just going to be very difficult because how narrow this track is and how tight the AI are running currently, that we can't really gain speed because this is not necessarily a speed track. So we're gonna have to make some sort of movement here, but you know, honestly, being with them is not terrible. You just can't overcompensate on these turns. Two cars in front of us. I think he's 39. Kind of reminds me of the old Gordon Rainbow. Kind of funny. The tune-up guy in front of me. I'm assuming that's inspired by the whole Jeff Gordon 24. Well, see, just barely a little bit of contact, and you start losing your shit. We're gonna have to get on the high end. When they dip below, we're gonna have to go high. See, he just nudges you, and it's over. Dunzo. And the good thing is that, like, they're not going fast. So we could properly catch up to them. It's just the problem, though, is you can't really do anything after. Everyone's just kind of holding hands. No one's really trying to advance. There's no struggle bus or anything. Everybody's just kind of just single file working with each other. It's like maybe they know that the AI is difficult, so they're just trying to stay in it. We'll have to start playing NASCAR Heat or Ignition on the channel. This is kind of like making me Jones for something a little more in depth. Like, I was really hoping for more like a career mode or something. Unfortunately, there's none of that yet. I don't know if there's going to be. But, I mean, it doesn't exist currently. Which is very unfortunate, because I feel like you tweak the AI a little bit in this game. You lessen the crashing a little bit, and this could be a very fun game. Right now, it's probably really fun for anybody who, like, really watches NASCAR or plays simulation games more. Not so much someone like me who's more like arcade simulation, like the modern NASCAR games. This is not, unfortunately. This feels very sim in its approach, but yet the visuals and some other aspects kind of lead you to believe that it's more arcadey, and it's really not in terms of like just kind of racing. It's just the little things, that this game, I feel like this game can work out a lot more. But despite that one knocking us back, we're kind of still back in the race. We're not gonna get first. Like, that's the thing. We're not gonna get first, but at least we'll finish with the pack, hopefully. I say that as we're just fishtailing everywhere. I mean, the main goal is here not to get last, but I feel like these short tracks are just very difficult to kind of catch up after, because a lot of them aren't wide enough. So it's very hard to advance on anybody. So you have to take small bites And if you're playing 10 or less, it's your small bites are short window of opportunity. So if we could, oh, we're cutting. Nah, yep, we deserve that. We tried to play dirty, try to make a shortcut, didn't work out. If anything, we just wrecked ourselves even more. But I mean, you're already 12th, right? So you can't get worse than 12. All right, we're actually going to be the DuPont 24 this time. I mean, I think it's 39 in this game. I feel like that's the inspiration. And I think we're doing New England, I think what the track was. So this one seems a little wider than what the other ones were. Oh, getting a little tight on his butt. Okay, I think we have a little more movement here. A little more space. Oh, they kind of went tight up on me. Whoa. Oh, we corrected it. We corrected it. Now I'm trying to focus. Get really quiet. Yeah, it's like you're doing a lot of drifting, which is like, means that's not stock car, but I mean, this is short track, so it's a little different. We're using stock cars, but I feel like it's a little bit different of a type of race. This seems more like an official raceway than what the other ones we've played at. Alright, cut in there. Speed around them. Tap our brakes. Don't get clipped from behind, because I feel like we're going to spin out. They won't. There it is. They actually suffered a little more than we did. We somehow corrected it. I don't know how. It's like the first time we've ever done that. Didn't spin out horribly in some sort of catastrophic crash. Whoa, someone's losing it. Yep. Flaps are up. Well, we were like 6th, potentially 5th. Now we're dead last. Because we're the second one in that car accident because the guy in front of us is losing it. And we're the only one that got affected. Which, this is another guy, another bad driver in front of us. Like everybody's getting super loose now. And we're the only ones that are unfortunately getting any sort of flack. Like the AI is in like weird immune. I don't like it when they get near your back end because they'll spin you out easily. Like they're a bunch of cops. Well, somehow we're in this despite how this is gone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't speak too soon.
Great lap.
Don't speak too soon. This is getting a little loose. But I'm surprised we're still in this and not dead last or restarting it just because of how this has gone. So this is definitely proving that this is doable. You just need the time and space. Maybe the number 7 car isn't that great. I don't know. I don't really know if there's stats that differ or if it's just cosmetic changes. I feel like this guy is driving a lot better, but we're also on a different track. So that could be another thing as well. Just introducing, reminding him that we're there. Mr. Petting Zoo. Oh, really? Again? Oh. Man, see? This is the frustrating part about it. Like one little tap and it's done. Which is unfortunate, man. We could have probably been first in this race if it wasn't for all of those shenanigans. And the infuriating part is the fact that you're the one who suffers the most from it. You probably don't even start them, but you're in it and you're the only one that really takes the hit. Like, it's not to say that the AI is immune to it. Every now and again will get caught in a cluster F, but it doesn't affect them sometimes. Like, if it affects you, it doesn't seem to affect them as badly. It's almost like you're the one who's flipping around everywhere. They're not. I've seen them flip around, but it doesn't seem to bother them as much when you're involved. Alright, so podium's pretty much done here. God, it just nudges you and like you're bouncing everywhere. See, he's losing it already. Spin him around. Yo. We're like fighting for last here. But I mean, again, that race could have gone a lot better if it wasn't for the AI and how kind of dumb they act and unintentionally dirty, I should say. Where I feel like there's a lot of intentions when you play Ignition and Heat, playing an officially NASCAR game. Ways of how drivers play against you, especially like in career modes and stuff. I just feel like everybody plays the same against you. Very hard and like roughneck. They got no qualms on spinning you around. They don't care. It's as if you don't even exist in front of them because they're just staying on that freaking line the whole time. They don't care. It's like you don't matter to them. I feel like things like that can be cleaned up in time with a couple updates and stuff and just add more to the game, because right now it kind of feels like a beta, maybe like a prototype of like what something could be better. Visually, the game looks fantastic. Clean up how the AI physics are. AI spinning you out instantly and stuff, but like model wise, looks great. The little things, you know, make this run at 60 and not completely nerf, because I'm sure you could probably run this at 60 like on low settings, and visually it doesn't look like it needs that. So yeah, I didn't really want to crap on this game as much as I did on Steam Deck. I feel like the Steam version plays a lot better than the Steam Deck does. Same game, but I just feel like the hardware on Steam at least is going to be, mileage may vary depending on what you're doing and how your setup is. The gameplay can be more tolerable. You're still having the suicidal AI just running you down, but it's almost manageable in a way, you know? But anyway, thank you to JBSIMWORKS for the game key, and this was Saturday Night Racing. For more info, check the video description below, and we'll catch you in the next one.
When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.